Have you ever wanted to share more information in your scatterplot labels inside of Spotfire? So here I'm able to show multiple values in my label, the library and the mol weight and the solubility here, to easily compare marked records. You can do this quite easily in the labels page, where you can use a simple trick where you can concatenate your various values for your records together with inserting new line characters represented by the string \n here. In that way, each of your values appears on a new line. And in this case, I've also given each of the values a label, a helpful label in there as well to make it more readable. But it's not just restricted to using that same trick in scatterplot labels. You can also use a similar approach in tables. Here I've taken a collection of values and represented them in a single cell and placed them each on a new line. And similarly in the cross table, I've taken a similar approach by taking a series of aggregated metrics for a library and shown them in a single cell. In the final example here, I've used the same trick to give more information about what's represented by a box in a tree map. So here I'm sizing by the row count and I'm coloring by the average cell results for each library in this case. And here I represent that information visually in the individual boxes in the tree map. You can also take a similar approach if you happen to have data that comes in separated within a cell by some value. So here we have a cell that contains multiple values in a single cell, separated by a comma. And you can also take this approach, but rather than doing a concatenation in this case, you can use an OREX replace function, which searches your values in your cells using a regular expression. In this case, the regular expression is super simple, just looks for the commas, and every time it finds a comma, it's going to replace it with a new line character. And it does that in a case-insensitive way and globally for every comma that it finds in your string. And if I choose this option now, you'll see that it's taken those values and split them out, in this case, each one on its own new line, and place them in the label. So I can see all three values within that cell on a new line for that label.